Hatchlings, it's DragonFeather, and welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, I have a very exciting video series for you guys. We are doing an autumn-themed, essentially vlogoween for the channel for the month of October. There's going to be 31 videos from today till the 31st of October, all covering different magical topics relating to autumn season, to Samhain, to Halloween, to all of those spoopy things, and I'm super excited. It's been a while since I've made some Halloween-themed content on the channel, and I'm super excited. I just redid my altar, if you cannot tell. But for today, we are going to be doing the autumn tag. Now this is kind of one that I created myself that's more geared towards the witchy community, because I know there's tons of autumn tags already out there, but it's just kind of like normal autumn tag. This one is more magical. I created it with 13 questions because I felt like that was a good number of questions. So without further ado, let's get started on the autumn tag. Question number 1 is, what does autumn mean to you? Autumn is a very powerful season for me, and growing up, winter used to be my favorite, just because I was born in the winter, but as time has gone on, I actually really resonate more with autumn nowadays. The whole theme of letting go and watching the leaves just fall and change colors, and just watching the earth transform from summertime to the darker times to come ahead really inspires me and really helps me connect with my inner witch, I feel. During this month of autumn, I feel at my most powerful magically, and I don't know if that's because the veil is thinning or whatever it may be, but I definitely feel most inclined to practice magic during this time. It's just a really enchanting time for me, and autumn honestly just means change. All of these more somber, darker topics that come up, and I'm really a fan of that, and I really connect with it very well. Coffee, tea, or hot chocolate? Tea all the way. I am such a tea person. I don't drink coffee, and it's hard for me to find vegan hot chocolate, so I most definitely love tea all the way. The next question is, favorite autumn color? Now, this one was kind of difficult for me and is pretty much changed for me depending on the season, depending on how old I've been, but honestly my favorite autumn color is like a brown orange or like a purpley orange. Normally I really hate the color orange, like I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, like yellow and orange just like aren't my colors, but I really love like the burgundy, like this color is like probably my favorite autumn color. How do you celebrate autumn? I celebrate autumn by changing and cleaning and letting things go. I celebrate autumn by reflecting on what has happened the past year and how I can learn from what has happened and let go of what no longer serves me. Autumn is a really fun time for me to just celebrate the harvest that I have received from my year. It's a time to really reflect, and that's how I celebrate it most, is by reflecting and celebrating the dead as well. What corresponds to autumn for you? So some of my favorite correspondences for autumn are definitely the leaves, the pumpkins, the acorns, all of these different beautiful colors like red, orange, brown, yellow, purple, burgundy, like a rustic brown, like all those colors are just so beautiful together, and they really inspire me and they really breathe life into my witchiness, I guess you could say. And as for crystals, I feel like smoky quartz and carnelian and garnet and citrine and amethyst and strawberry aura quartz and honey aura quartz and all of these beautiful brown, black, obsidian, and jet and just all of these beautiful darker colored crystals really correspond to autumn for me as well. As for herbs, I would say cinnamon and apples and oranges and gourds and all these kinds of different squashes, and just like in the trees, like plum trees. I don't know why, but plum trees scream autumn to me. I don't know if they do for you guys, but I also really feel like oak trees are autumn for me anyway. Maybe not for you guys, but those are the correspondences for autumn for me. Favorite autumn treat, and by far it is pumpkin pie. You can't even stop me from eating pumpkin pie. Last year my mom made a vegan pumpkin pie recipe and it was absolutely delicious. I loved it so much. So, I need all the vegan pumpkin stuff in my life, but it's like really hard to find, so if you guys know where to get some good vegan pumpkin flavored things, let me know in the comment section below. How do you let go like leaves falling from a tree? And I really love this question because I feel a lot of us struggle with letting go on a very fundamental level. At least all the people I know in my life, we're always just like, yeah, I have a lot of shit on my plate and maybe I haven't let it go and maybe I haven't really like taken the time to like think about that shit, but it really helps when you take the time to let things go. It really just means so much to you and helps you like transform as a person, and it's really powerful in my personal opinion. The way that I let go is by meditating. I like going outside in nature and just watching the leaves fall from the tree, and as the leaves fall I think of all the different things in my mind that no longer serve me, and I imbue each leaf with one of those things that don't serve me, and just as they fall from the tree, I let them fall from me as well. It's hard for us to let go of grudges sometimes, especially if people have sincerely hurt us, you know, during these other months prior to the fall season. And it's really important to acknowledge what has happened and to not avoid it, and to think about the most painful things that you've been through, not only in your past but during the year that we've had. And it's important to address how we feel and why we feel the way we do, and feel it 110%. You gotta let yourself feel the darker, negative emotions, because they create balance for us in our life. And that's kind of what Mabon is all about. I'm filming this on Mabon, so cheers guys. It's all about balance. It's all about being equal, you know what I mean? It's really important to let go of the things that no longer serve you in your life so you can create balance in your life, just like the earth does during this time. Favorite autumn memory. My favorite autumn memory by far forever is going to be when I first discovered witchcraft. When I first discovered witchcraft, I was like 13, 14 years old, and it was during autumn, and I just remember building my first altar with my window open, and like just the whoosh of the breeze outside that would blow in, and like really just subtle, like a subtle chill in the air, you know what I mean? And like just burning incense and lighting candles in my room and listening to music and watching videos about witchcraft and writing in my book of shadows, and just all of that, like just the magic of beginning to be a witch, the magic of discovering magic, hello, is my favorite autumn memory and probably always will be. I don't know, like something about autumn just like makes me feel alive. I know that's so funny, as everything dies, I feel alive, but for real though, like that's how it is for me. And it's just so beautiful and so nostalgic when I think about it, and when I feel that subtle chill in the air, you know what I mean? It's just so nostalgic for me, and I can't get enough of it, you know? So that's why I feel like autumn is my favorite, but I must add another favorite autumn memory. My love and I, we recently celebrated our 2-year anniversary. I know we said 3 years in our boyfriend tag, we fucked it up. I'm saying it right now. I'm sorry babe. I didn't warn you that I was going to talk about this in the video, but we both know that it's only been 2 years that we've been back together. But he asked me out in September of 2015, and we were on top of this huge hill at nighttime, and there was that subtle chill in the air, you know? We go to the edge of this like cliff area, and we're like overlooking the city, and it's just glittering in lights, and like he comes up behind me and hugs me from behind, and he like kisses me, and he asked me to be his girlfriend again. And like we have been together before for a while, that is a story for another time, but for whatever reason this particular moment like just makes me feel so, I'm just so in love with him. I can't even, I'm blushing, I can't. Like he's just so sweet, and I remember him just like holding me as we like overlooked the city while we were dressed in our, you know, autumn clothes because it was kind of cold, and he was just like rocking back and forth, and just the feeling of being with him like really reminds me of autumn too. Like he just imbues the energy of autumn. Like he like is autumn, guys. Like my love is fucking autumn. So he was born in October too, so it's just like he's a magical man, you know what I mean? But that's another one of my favorite autumn memories that I just had to share. I had to share too. Don't hate me, don't bite me. What do you believe about death? And I think that this question is really awesome because not a lot of people really talk about this. I know that there's like this huge like mystery shrouding death, and it can be very controversial to talk about death and to talk about how we believe in death, but I truly believe in my heart and soul that death is going to be unique for everybody else, and everyone's experience with death will be unique to them. And based on what they believe in and their perception of reality is going to determine how their death is. And some people believe that you go to heaven or hell, and some people believe that you're reincarnated, some people believe that there's just nothing after it, and you know, while those are all very interesting theories, I believe that death isn't really the end. It's rather a new beginning, and people also believe in an afterlife too. Some people do. And I kind of believe that there is an afterlife as well, but not in the sense that we really think. I think that death is an illusion. I think that death is a way for us to appreciate our life here, because if we all lived here forever, then it wouldn't be worth anything. It wouldn't be special. And it's a way to remind us to make our time on this planet special. And like I said, death is an illusion, and I believe that death is ascension. And when we die, our spirits leave our bodies and exist in higher realms. Be it with the dragons or in the stars in the heavens, wherever that is, I believe that death is ascension. It's simply our spirit or our energy, our life force, leaving our body, which has been crafted by the earth and has been crafted by, you know, just the natural cycles of life. Our body belongs to the earth, but our spirits don't. Our spirits are free, and our spirits are something that is far beyond this world too. I feel like many of the people on this planet, their spirits don't come from this world. And I believe that many people on the planet, their spirits do come from this world. So it really just depends on who you're talking to. And at the end of the day, I believe that death is an illusion, and that death is ascension, and that when we die, perhaps we're reincarnated, perhaps bits of our soul, bits of our life force energy are taken and recycled into someone new. I think that's possible, but for the most part, I feel like we are free when we die, and we're free from all of this chaos here that's on Earth and all of the, you know, stressful everyday life. And yes, we're free from the good parts too, but that's what makes this experience special. And I feel like when I die, my body will die and will return to the earth, but my spirit will be set free and return to the stars. How do you honor the dead? And I like to honor the dead with rituals. I also love lighting candles for those who have passed. Lighting a candle in the honor of someone, or even a pet who passed away, I feel sends a beacon out to their spirit to give them some guidance, let them know that they're not lost if they are, and to give them welcome, because when we die, it can be traumatic for some of us, and it can be really confusing perhaps for our spirits when we die. Where do we go next? Well, I like to light candles for those who have passed to give them guidance into the next life, and or to wherever we go after, you know. I don't know, I haven't died. I've been close, but I haven't died. I love to light candles, I love to perform rituals, and I have many rituals that I will be performing for the dead this year. Maybe not like many rituals, but just like many different like parts of a ritual that I'll be doing for the dead this year. Last year my bun passed away, and I wanted to do a ritual for her on Samhain, and I was hoping that I'd get her remains back for this Samhain so I could celebrate guidance ritual to the afterlife, something like that, like just some ceremony to honor her. And I don't think I'll be getting her remains back in time, so I'll probably have to do that next year. But I have had some deaths in my life during this year and in the past that I wish to honor, and just because I don't have Cuddle's remains doesn't mean I won't be honoring her, if that makes sense. Meditating, talking to them. I really want to have a silent supper this year, and creating ancestor altars to honor those who have passed on as well, are ways that I absolutely love to celebrate and honor the dead. What do you do when the veil is thinnest? And for me, I think this is why I feel so much more witchy, or like at my witchiest, my maximum strength of the year, you know what I mean? Because the veil is so thin. And I know that the veil is thin around Beltane as well, but I feel like the veil is thinnest during the autumn season. Northern, depending if you're in the northern or southern hemisphere, will determine when the veil is thinnest for you. But for me, it's definitely in autumn, and that's because I feel like this is the time for all of those who have passed on, those who have died, to go to the next world, to go to the other worlds. When the veil is thinnest, I love communicating with my guardians. My dragon guardians seem the closest at this time of year, and it makes me feel safe in a way, and it helps me connect with them if I've been struggling. And I like to try and reach out to new beings that I want to work with, for example like the phoenix or the unicorn and the thunderbird. That's another one I really want to work with. When the veil is at its thinnest, I feel like it's a great time for divination, and I feel like my divination skills are the best during this time of year. I feel like when the veil is at its thinnest, it's the easiest for us to get messages that maybe we haven't been able to hear or haven't been able to receive in the brighter months of the year. Or even in Beltane, when the veil is at its thinnest, we're celebrating life and sex and passion. But like during this time, we're celebrating death, we're celebrating letting go and release and reflection. It's a bit different when it comes to the differences between Beltane and Samhain. I know they're like kind of the polar opposites. It's a time to receive messages and to commune with those who have passed, and to connect with those who have past loved ones. It's really good to talk to these people who may have been in your life, or for your ancestors who may have been here before you years and years and years and centuries ago, you know what I mean? So it's really important for us to take the time to be mindful and to connect with people, and that's what I do when the veil is at its thinnest. And that is the autumn tag that I have created in a witchy sort of way. I'm not sure if there is a witchy autumn tag, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I tag all of you who are watching. If you would like to learn more and see more in-depth posts about the autumn tag, you can click the link below and it will take you to a challenge post in the Hatchling Clan where we are all going to take this journey together. For those of you guys who want to celebrate the autumn months with us, I highly encourage you to take these 31-day challenges. Just something fun for you to get into the festivities and for you to really experience the autumn energies that are around us right now. Autumn is my favorite season, and I really wanted to celebrate that, especially on YouTube with you guys. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. It really means the world on me that you guys chose to spend some of your day with me today, and I'm super excited for Halloween and Samhain and just all the witchy magical things. And I don't know if you heard my cat meowing. She's meowing, she wants me to let her in, but anyway, I guess that's my cue to go. I love you guys so much, sending you positive vibes always to every single one of you, no matter where you are in the world right now. But until next time, stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky. You guys stay freaky, little hatchlings. It's absolutely a requirement. I'm a little bit of a weirdo, but I think you guys know that, and I love you. So have a great day, and until next time, blessed be, and bye.
Funny that you think that I'm different when we're